I am Pooja Gyanwani, Assistant Professor at the Institute of Fashion Technology, IPS Academy. It is indeed a great privilege for us to have Miss Helen Paulson with us today. And allow me to introduce her to all of you. Miss Helen is a specialist and master teacher in visual merchandising with extensive experience in design and development. Her expertise extends to working with global clients, including students from H&M in Denmark. Ms. Olsen also represents Denmark in EU European Union projects, particularly focusing on e-commerce and digital development in retail programs. She is a mentor from DCAC Denmark in this ESDP, demonstrating her commitment to fostering learning and growth in the field. Without further delay, I kindly request Ms. Helen to take over the online session. Thank you.
Do you see my screen still? Can you see my screen? Yes, okay. I will just do it in the presentation way. This personalized learning is a very interesting object because every student has different levels of learning, and as a teacher you have to go into be aware of to like make the best teaching and the best personalized learning for every single student. And that's not a good idea. Sorry, it didn't work the way that I wanted. But the personalized learning is very important for me because we have these students with different levels. You might also have that at your academy. So the way of using personalized learning is by analyzing the data on the students' performance, preferences, and learning styles. I can make a program individualized to every student. And maybe that sounds like a big work, but I'll show you a little bit later how I'm using these tutorials and techniques to do it. The benefit of personalized learning is the engagement by the students, the motivation, and the achievement. They can achieve goals in individual levels. And this educational content and methods suits the individual students' needs, such as they can perform in every individual level and in any individual scale. So I think that's very interesting to use this personalized learning. This intelligent tutoring gives me the possibilities to act as a virtual assistant. If I am not in the room with the students, I can still teach them. I can make programs. That means that I am available 24/7. It's also called a flip learning when I make programs that the students can go in and out of in every area, every time zone all over the world. They can be taught by my programs. It means that the students are also if they are struggling and if they are targeting some extra assistance, I am available 24/7 in this program because it's used as a digitalized platform. What does it take to engage these teaching methods? Well, I see AI as a tool that can assist teachers in creating more effective teaching materials and strategies because I can make a program and I can make the education ready for the students. Then I can also make AI help me analyzing and creating instructional methods for different types of students, as I talked about a little bit before. But I still think that's a very important part of this, that I can hire every student's levels individual. That's very important for me. That comes also by individualized instruction and student interactions. Which means that if you are on A level, I can go in and teach you on an A level, and if you are on a B or C or lower level, I can also go in and teach you on a lower level because of using these intelligent methods on the digital platform. It also gives me access to develop quality education because I can teach individual and because I can use this digital platform. Like I can use the whole wide world as my working space and my creating development space to this former educations. It builds a bridge to the educational gap by access to the undeserved areas. I can go into every new areas by using AI, VR, and AR, and I can also use this ChatGPT. I can use all the information on the internet to create this specialized program for my students. It gives educational content to students who may not have access to traditional school or resources. In that point, I mean that if you are a distance student, if you're not meeting at the school, or if you have some kind of different ways of learning, I can like help you in that way because I can teach you on the digital way. It also can help students with diverse language backgrounds and learning abilities. As I also talked about before, these different levels that you go into by teaching on the digital platform. This can not only come by all itself, but it can come by analyzing the student's data. I can make analysis and I can make tests, and then I can see the scores of how the individual students are doing in my program, which means that I can make them follow their own curve. I can make them individual stronger by using these techniques. And by analyzing this data, this AI enables educators to make data-informed decisions, which means that I can make the programs, the algorithms, the internet helping me to creating these programs individually. It allows me as a teacher to interact early and provide targeted interventions, which means that if some students are struggling with learning, I can help them in an early stage, which means that it will be better both for them and for me. Another very important skill for me as a teacher, so to say, and also for IBC as a school, I'm sure that Michael will correct me in that. We are education to the future. We are educating these students to go into the future, which means that we have to be a little bit ahead of the students, a little bit ahead of how we teach and how we use the companies around us, how we use these new technologies to teach the students, to prepare them for this future jobs and these future skills and challenges that they have to go into. It's essential for the students to develop skills and knowledge, but it's very essential for me to put on top of that the digital skill and the digital knowledge in how to behave in the future workforce. The students can get used to AI concepts, tools and application. I will show a little bit about that later. And I am sure that it prepares them for the future careers. In my school, in IBC, we use AR and VR in teaching at IBC. My teaching includes as much AR and VR and AI as possible, because I want to prepare them to commit to the future and the jobs including. So the pictures that you see in front of you is some of my students who goes into a shop, a store concept which I developed. I only developed it in Danish, but I will take you around in a few seconds. This means that I can make the store concept in the classroom. I don't have to go downtown to find stores. I don't have to go to retail parks. I don't have to go to retail supplies. I can do it by using these technologies. They can walk around and then they will have some questions and some cases around what the theoretical part of using VR is. So in the next slide here, I will show you. I hope that you are still with me. Yes, here.
See if you can put in full screen, Helena.
Hvad siger du? Sorry,
Might
what
put
did you...
in full screen.
Yeah, I think I already did. Didn't I?
No.
Do you see my screen now?
Yeah, perfect.
You see a full screen now? Okay, I'll try to explain to you because this is a Danish program and it's in Danish. Probably I should just cancel the noise. Here we are in a store in the local Kolding. Now you have to follow this slides around and you can walk around in this store. And then, I'll just cancel the noise, sorry. And then you go and then you'll find some questions. Sorry about that noise. When you follow these slides around, you will find questions all around this store about the interior design, about the customers, about the clients, about the light, about the colors, about how to do the MERS. So if you go around in this program, you will have to answer the questions to move further on. I'll just try to let you come a little bit around here. Sorry for the noise. You just have to enjoy it, I think. Sorry for that inconvenience. Here we are. Yes, that's in front of the store. And then you go inside. You see I click here and then you walk around. And then you'll have to, in Danish, answer some questions to like move on. Does it make sense? Even though it's in Danish. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, it's fine, Helena.
Okay.
Try to describe what they're actually doing, saying in Danish perhaps.
Yes, it's like you're walking around this store. You're not here physically. You use it. You see it in the VR glasses, and then you have to walk around the store inside the VR glasses, and then you'll have to answer some questions about the store layout, the MERS, the colors, all theoretical parts about using VR in this store. So you'll have to walk around here like this. I don't know. Then you can see in the right screen here that you can just keep on walking around in new points.
Helena?
Yeah?
Just told us from India that it has frozen from their sides.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I'll try to do it again. Is it better now? No, it's freezing here. I don't know why. I'll try to go back.
I can see everything what you're doing.
Yes, probably the internet is lagging a little bit. Do you see it now in India? Please give me a head up. Do you see it?
Yeah, it was a thumbs up from one of you.
Okay, thank you. So this is a way of doing this VR education by using visual merchandising in the VR and by using this technology. So I hope that you find the sense of what I'm trying to tell you, because I cannot let you into the educational part, because that's unfortunately still only in Danish. but we're working on it. So this is just a little snap of what we are working on, among others here at my school. So we are trying to develop these programs to make the students, I'll just let it play again, sorry for the lagging, and to just let you into this world of how you can use the digital platform in teaching visual merchandising by not being there physically. Yes, I think I showed you, but I also put the link into the presentation, and I'm sure that the presentation, that Michael will share the presentation with you a little bit after the meeting. Another thing I'd like to show you is how X-Ray, and X-Ray is a Danish company. I'd like to share with you how they use augmented intelligence in doing this visual merchandising. They are ahead of the fashion and how to use technology and live action. I'll show you a short video from them. It's about 4.5 minutes, and then I'll go back to my presentation.
There is no audio, Miss Helen. Miss Helen, there is no audio for this. Could you please?
Okay, sorry, just... I hear audio here at me.
We don't hear it either, Helena.
No, for the video, we need audio.
Yes, I know what you mean. Well...
You made it 0 in the previous video, so you can check on the icon of volume.
I'll just try again. Yeah, but it's full volume, you see?
Yeah, true.
Helena, something perhaps in your ears that we can hear. Try again.
Okay, I'll try. Now?
No.
And we Indians are familiar with the subtitles, so if you can switch on the subtitles, we are very much familiar with the subtitles, so that helps us. So, am I correct?
The CC.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, we do.
Okay. I'll just try to... Did you hear that sound?
No. But Helena, I can see that there's a link that you can communicate into the chat, so that the student can see it afterwards.
Yeah, but I'd like to show you with the sound on.
So, if possible, you can give a voiceover to it, so we can understand the running of that video.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah,
that, okay?
thank you.
Thank you. The link so you can see it afterwards yourself. I'm so sorry. Okay. So you hear me now still?
Yes.
Helena, so can you please try to describe what you would like to show us?
This X-Ray, they are working with finding more sustainability ways of doing fashion. It's a Danish company located in Aarhus, and they are looking at how to do fashion in a more sustainable way, and how to do fashion also by using digital technologies, by sharing knowledge all around the fashion world, how to share knowledge about visual merchandising and how you can use it in in the future way, in a more sustainable way. So here they are talking about that you can use the VR glasses to show, to see fashion shows all over the world, and then you can try to do your own catwalk by walking on this digital interactive stage. Here they are trying to tell us about the sustainability and the fashion production, and they want the students to walk into these small sense-making surfaces, like walking water, walking sand, and to make the real feeling. And that you can also do by developing visual merchandising concepts. Here she is walking on fibers to make the whole experience more real. So this is a way of showing how you can use virtual reality and augmented intelligence in creating programs to develop programs for the future, which is more sustainable than go to the real fashion show. If I have to travel to India for a fashion show, it will cost me both some money, but it will also have an impact on the climate. So it's not very sustainable for me to travel to India. And if I can go to this fashion show by using VR glasses instead, that might be very important to see that way in the future, by working with this digitalization, by working with this methods in the future. Yeah, here they tell us more about the sustainable production of the clothes. They tell us that it takes 10,000 liters of water to produce one pair of denim jeans, which is horrible itself. But the point here is how we can use the digital technologies of cooperating in making it more sustainable, both in the production but also in the fashion shows, the visual merchandising. How can we cooperate in finding solutions by working in a digital way, by using these technologies, by using AR, VR, and augmented intelligence to develop programs for both us, but also for our students in the future. How can we do that? So they are putting a very important point in how to use these. I'll just stop now. And how to use these technologies to go into the future, which is both digital, but also we have to be more aware of these sustainability productions and sustainable way of living and way of being. It's a very topic mind. You might also have heard of these ESG reports. It's a law or something that you'll have to do as a very big company in the future. So we have to look that way. We have to try to develop also as an educational institution. We have to look that way. We have to be aware of what is going on in the future. So, do you see my screen now?
you with me?
Yes, we are, Elena.
Okay, and you see my presentation now?
Yes,
So very good. Thank you, Michael.
do it in a large scale.
Sorry?
If you can do it in a large scale.
Yeah, but if I do that, I cannot. Yeah, okay. Do you see the last screen now?
Yes, but
Okay, everything okay. So, how do you use these technologies? You might have heard of these algorithms. So putting in data about the students, you can make programs being developed with help of these algorithms. I also talked about a little bit earlier about using this ChatGPT, you might have heard. And here in Denmark and here at our school, it's very legal to use this chat because we believe that you are not able to read the answer of what you prompt the chat with if you do not have the knowledge ahead of it. So it's not cheating because you don't know if the answer is correct or not if you don't have the knowledge. So in Denmark we are aware of that the students develop themselves by using ChatGPT as a partner, like you can say a partner in crime. I don't know, but you can point in some knowledge and you'll have the answer back, and then you'll pinpoint with this chat instead of pinpointing maybe with a colleague, maybe with another student, maybe with a teacher. But we try to push on this digital. Digital education, like this digital managing in the future, because we like to let students know that it's legal and make them not be afraid of using these technologies. I hope you know or understand what I mean here. This digital education of Generation Z takes some skills. It provides the interactive and multimedia content. And it stays adaptable and updated all the time. So if you have, if you read a book, the book will be old-fashioned within 1 year or 2 years. So if you have a digital book, you can manage to keep it updated all the time. That's also one of the forces by using digital teaching. It personalizes the learning experience because you go into this digital teaching in every individual level. So if you walk around with these VR glasses, you sense and you educate in an individual way. We also use social media and online platforms to go into groups and to cooperate in this digital learning. In my VR classes, VM class, my visual merchandiser class, we use a lot of social media. We use a lot of online platforms to make sure that they know that if you make a campaign in the SoMe, in the Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, it's very important to grab the clients, to grab the customers in the digital customer journey by make some interesting points to get them into the physical store. So we separate these customer journeys into digital customer journey and a physical customer journey. Sorry. So you have to use the digital customer journey, the touch points in the social media or on the online platforms to attract the customers to go into the physical store to shop and to see this visual merchandising. Therefore, it's very important for us to also teach the students to make campaigns in the social media, to make good photos, to make good content, and to make it interesting to follow our digital journey or this way into our store and our visual merchandising, our concept. We can also use gamified learning. virtual reality glasses I showed you a little bit earlier is a little bit of gamifying also, but I'm sure that you can develop a lot more into that way. We also use some other gaming methods in teaching, and we can see that both motivates the student and it also gives a lot better learning. And that's only possible by using this digital tools and digital materials. It can only be done by embracing this new technology, by using all these forces, and it's a huge adventure to go into that, and you cannot do it like overnight. It's a very big work, but it's also very exciting to grab all these new technologies along the way. So I'd like you to know that it's not done in a short way, but it's like developing, and it's also like developing together with and in interaction with the student. It's very, very interesting when you're getting started. And it also develops both me as a teacher, my digital skills, but also very much the students' digital skills. When I teach, I do not teach very much traditional in the classroom by using presentations or by letting me talk a whole day. I use a lot of collaboration work. I use a lot of case work where they have to do a podcast, they have to do learning videos, they have to do games in the digital platform. That also develops the students' skills, because by working together, by collaborating with students from another companies, they can learn a lot from each other. It also promotes their critical thinking and creativity, because what about all the information that we can get on the internet? What about all the answers we can get on the chat? I try to teach them as much as possible to maintain their own role, and also to be critical in the answers, be critical in their surfing around the internet, because is the answers true or not true? Is it correct? Or how do I develop my mind? How do I develop my what do you call that? How do I develop my own material skills to go into this creative thinking? And how do I compromise that I cannot go the wrong way in all this information? How do I compromise this information to be the best for me and myself? And that takes a lot of critical thinking, like a critical filter, when you go in to search for all this information. Oh, just try to... Yes, and it also fosters collaboration and communication, as I talked about a little bit earlier. This collaboration and communication in working together among the companies. We also have some students from Bestseller, and we also have students from other big companies in Denmark, like Royal Copenhagen, you might know that. And this communication also continues when they are not in my academy anymore. It continues in groups on social media, and continues in letting them share their knowledge and meet in the virtual space, so to say.
Lena, I have a question for you, just to have a little break here in your speech.
Yes.
Just to clarify for the participants in India, then it is very important to understand that the way that we are building up our programs in Denmark actually is in a close cooperation, not only to the students but also to the companies.
Oh yes.
Perhaps it would be a good idea, Lena, that you will describe how you actually work deeply in cooperation with the companies and cooperation and communication.
Yes.
In this direction.
Yes, of course. All this education material is made by a lot of or formal workshops with the companies. We do have a lot of meetings, we do have a lot of workshops where we clarify the content of the education, the content of what will be the student skills when they finish. In Denmark, we work, there's a law in the government who tells us some of the main points in teaching. We have about 50 or 60 main points into each education. When we develop this education material, we all, of course, take a look into that and to make sure that we are around it all, because that's what the law says, that's what the government says. But when we finished looking into that, we start communicating with the companies to create this cooperation and collaboration about the best education for the students, which also means that, for an example, when I teach H&M, I teach them 2 days in digital or online teaching by the computer, and then I teach them 3 days in their headquarters in Copenhagen to be there to use their newest technologies and their newest way of doing things in their own companies. Because of course every company have an individual guideline, they have an individual culture, they have an individual DNA of how they use or how they do things. And for us as a school, it's very important to make the distance between me as a teacher and the company and also the student the shortest way possible. And in that way, I can also mention that I have, together with another small workforce group, I have come up with the idea of developing an app. This app is meant to be the shortest communication way between me and the company and the student. So to say that if the student makes something in the store and the company, in the shop, in the retail part, they will put it into this app, and then I will have a notification that this student, Susie, she has gone through this and this in the company. It means that I can follow her, I can make a plan, I can make a guideline for her, and I can keep up the information that she fulfilled the skills that she had to do in the company. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, so you are very individual teaching.
Yes, I'm very individual teaching, and I'm very individual into this through this app. It's a tool for me, so I can see, I can follow these students' development. You know, the way of from they start and then the next 2 years, because within these 2 years they only come to my school for 8 weeks. So I have to be sure that I can make programs that they can teach also when they are not participating in school. So this app is a very, very important tool for me. And we do no education at all without having very, very close contact and very close cooperation with the companies, because we want to make sure that this education also satisfies their skills. As I began to say, as I started to presentate you, that we educate for the future, we educate for the newest technologies, and we cannot do that without having very close contact to the companies and very close contact to their way of working and their newest technologies. In H&M, for an example, they work with this guideline, so they walk around with this iPad, which tells them about the guidelines. And they also now develop this care program, so you can also download an H&M app, and then you can scan the QR code in the stores, and then you can make it possible, or you can see if it's in stock. And if it's not in stock, you can attend some of the some of the workers, some of the girls or the boys in the store, and then you can have help by pointing it to the store afterwards. And this care app also can make you a small guideline to where to find it in the store. So it's just for you to know that we are in very, very close collaboration and communication with the companies that we work with, because if we are not, we cannot educate on this high level that we do. We also have this shops with Contains Royal Copenhagen. They have their own guidelines, and I need to be aware of these guidelines to make the students have the newest and the most updated teaching when I'm in school. But I also need to know that they fulfill this skills when they come back to the company, and that's where the app, this individual student app, is a very, very needful toy and needful skill for me to have to follow this. So hopefully it gives you a little bit more sense of what you asked, Michael, about the collaboration with the companies. We cannot do this alone, not at all, but we can do it together with the companies, and I'm responsible for putting in information and material which is a line of the companies, but also a line of what the government says about these 50 skills that they have to have when they end this education.
Helene, can I add on, please, on just one thing?
Yes, of course.
You are responsible for around 40 to 50 different companies in Denmark. Okay?
Yes.
So what is the important to tell here in this presentation is that if you are working in an area where the development is going so fast. So therefore, if they are having something new in one company, the student actually bring this new thing back to the school, and then you can share it with the other students.
Yes.
So they can bring it home to their companies.
Yes, exactly. As I told you, we are in very, very close communication and collaboration with all these companies. And if some of them are moving ahead with some new technologies or some new skills, we ask them, of course, if it's okay to share this information, to share this new skills at school. And most of the time, 99% of the time, it's of course okay, because it's also to find in their own homepage or in their own business plan. So by being in so close collaboration with the companies, I can make sure that the students and also hereby the companies will get the highest information and educational level as possible by sharing through me and through this app. Very important point, Michael, so true. So by sharing this knowledge from one company to another, I will be like the touch point of that, if you know what I mean. I will be the one who share the knowledge from one company to another, but not least very important to the students. We also here in Denmark, we also hear from the companies and from the governance that government that we have a very high educational level. Here in Denmark, we can also put the students into some special prizes. And last year, 4 of my visual merchandiser students went into the stock exchange here in Denmark to receive a prize for high-level education in their exam. So I'm very proud of that. Yes. Yes, but I cannot do it all alone. It's very important for me to collaborate and communicate with the companies. Yes, very important point, Michael. Thank you.
Lena, I know from the Indian side, it is very important for them that their students get employed after their school training.
Yes.
So in general, we say that 98% of all our students get jobs afterwards.
Yes.
How is it in the retail programs?
We also have a very high score. Until now, I only have one student who didn't go straight through that way in visual merchandising. She went to a sales job, so to say. But it's very important for me as a teacher and for our school that we make sure that there is that it's possible for them to have a job afterwards. And hereby we also just started this quite huge work, Michael, hvad hedder en undersøgelse?
The research.
Yes, thank you. We make this very big research within 1.5 years where we try to be even more in very, very close dialogue with the companies, but we also go and ask the students who fulfilled this education in our school 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years ago, where are they now? Because we want to make some statistics about if it's possible for them to keep up the good work. And that's also another good point of this app, because I can stay in touch with my older students, so to say, and I can ask them questions, and I can put on this new knowledge to them, and I have a very big interest in that they fulfill and they go into work after educating them. That's very important for me. Yes.
I think it would be a good idea to ask the participants in the room if there are some questions, then we can continue the PowerPoint afterwards. Is it okay? I can see if they have some questions.
Yes.
Please, are there some questions in your room? Hello, can you hear?
Yes.
In the room? Please. There must be some questions. We need to start up some dialogue to have some energy into this webinar. Okay, Helene, so please then continue the last few presentations, and then we catch up later.
Yes. Okay. So what will be the next? What will be the future after using AR and VR? I think that we will still be using AR and VR very much in the future teaching, but we can also have a look into this mixed reality, which is a more seamless interaction of virtual content. We can also see into, which we already do, AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, with personalized learning experience, as I also already talked about. We can also look more into this gamification, if the educators can create interactive and immersive learning by using this gamification. It will also heighten the motivation and participants' goals to go into this education. We can also use IoT, Internet of Things, which is used to create smart classrooms with connected devices and infrastructure. As I told you before, if I have to teach you in India, I can do that, even though I'm more than 1,000 kilometers away. So it gives me the possibility to use the digital platform of teaching. And I can also use robotics and automation, which is, for me, assistance in experience and simulations, like the VR and AR. I can also use wearable technology, maybe some smartwatches and some fitness trackers can personalize learning experience by maybe going to a retail safari or something like that. Last but not least, we have to look into blockchain, which is a transparent verification of educational qualifications. It takes a little bit of skills for me as a teacher to do this. How do I keep up with this good work? I have to have some technological skills, and I have to be aware of develop them all the time. I also have to have digital literacy. I have to be able to speak the digital language, so to say. I have to have some pedagogical knowledge. I have to be aware of how to go into my students. I have to know how to teach in the best way, even though I use this digital technologies. I also have to be aware of this differentiation and personalization, as I talked about earlier. To make this individual programs for the students, I have to be aware. I have to do this personalization. And very important is the communication and collaboration, both to the students, but also very important to the companies, as you told, or as you talked about, Michael. And we can do this through this app that we developed in our school. I also have to, even though it's not digital skills or not, I have to be problem solving and I have to be troubleshooting. So what will be a problem in digital teaching? It will be, if the internet lags, or if, as you tried yourself, there is no sound on the video. So we have to be problem solving all the time. I also have to be ethical and have a legal considerations, which means what's ethical to put into the digital platform. Do I have some barriers in my teaching because of using this digital platform? I also have to reflect a lot about my practice. Does it work to teach online, or is it better to teach in the classroom to interact with the students? So, in the end of this presentation, which you of course liked, we are very interested in some future collaborations. So, in the fall of 2024, we are really looking forward to welcome the Indian teachers to Denmark, and we'll gladly show you how to teach and how to use the digital learning materials in our retail education. So, with these words, I'd like to say thank you very much for listening to me, and thank you very much for participating in this workshop. It's been a pleasure for me to introduce you to some of the Danish ways of educating visual merchandisers, VR, VM, by using AR and VR. So I hope you liked it, and I'm open for questions, of course.
Yes, thank you, Helena. For the participants, I have in the chat sent a link where you can see about our school, how modern we actually are. We are living in a innovation fabric, we call it. So I have just shared the link to our school to the chat. Furthermore, we are trying to see if we can do a 2-week program in Denmark. So please go to Principal Bradley Server and ask her how would you like to design a program if you would like to go to Denmark for 2 weeks. So that is our wish for good cooperation together with the school in India. Yes, I think there must be some questions. Please feel free to ask. Go on, now the opportunity is here to ask Helene if you have no questions about this special knowledge.
If you don't ask, I have one question to you.
Yes, please.
No, not to you, not to these guys. So what is fall? They mentioned, right? Fall of 2024. Do you know what is fall of 2024? There are two intakes. Am I right? So two intakes. One is fall and spring. Fall
Yes.
intake starts from November, December kind of, and spring intake is
Yes.
from after.
Yes.
You mentioned fall of 2024, right? So when that starts? So
Yes.
that's what our question was. Fall in.
When will it start?
Yes.
When the fall season? Oh, it's about August. In the beginning of August, the fashion fall already starts here in Denmark. We actually have 4 seasons. We have fall, winter, spring, and summer collections in most of the companies. So we have also 2 very big fairs in Denmark, one spring and one fall. And we also have a lot of big fairs around Europe, which is also one spring and one fall, which shows next year's collections of both fashion but also interior designs, like using in this visual merchandising.
Thank you for the question. Was it the right answer you were looking for?
Yes.
So please, there must be 2-3 more questions around the room. Feel free to ask, please. Good. I think from our side, we would like to thank you, all of you. It is also a pleasure for us to have this presentation online. Hopefully we will see you all again in the fall, but let's see what the principal, Petri Sava, will say to this. So from our side, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.